I never thought the worst heartbreak of my life would begin with a sentence so calmly spoken over takeout noodles. She twirled her fork, like she was picking at something that no longer interested her. Her eyes didn't meet mine. They were locked onto the soy sauce stain on the edge of the table. That's when she said it. I'm polyamorous now. Need to accept that. There was no tremble in her voice, no warning, just ... At first I blinked like I hadn't heard her. Right. I even gave a small, confused laugh, thinking it was a joke. But her expression stayed fixed, cold, detached, like someone delivering a business update rather than dropping a bomb on a 2-year relationship. I asked her to repeat. Herself she did, slower this time, clearer, more deliberate, like I was. Stupid for not catching it the first time. I'm polyamorous now. I want to date other people, emotionally, physically, but I still want you to. That doesn't have to change. My throat closed up, and my chest felt like it had caved in, but I managed to ask the only question that I could formulate in that whirlwind of confusion. Since when? She shrugged. A few months. I've been reading, exploring myself, figuring out who I really am. I didn't know, not even a little. The woman I knew, or thought I knew, had been all about commitment, monogamy. We'd talked about kids once. She used to trace my chest with her fingers and whisper promises about forever. Forever felt like a joke now, and I swear I should have screamed. I should have demanded answers or stormed out, but instead I just smiled. Tight. Bitter smile, the kind you force when someone steps on your heart and then acts like they're offering you freedom. I accept it, I said, smiling that same fake smile. She blinked, caught off guard. You do? I leaned back, nodding slowly. I accept that you're polyamorous now. And then I said the part that broke something inside both of us. But I also accept that I'm not. That table. Our little safe haven, cluttered with spring rolls and laughter just weeks ago, turned into a battlefield. The silence that followed felt heavier than any argument could have. She looked like she wanted to argue, like she had a script in her head, prepared for resistance, guilt-tripping, maybe even a fight, but not this quiet clarity. I love you, she said finally, voice wobbling just a little now. This doesn't mean I don't love you. You just want to love me. And others, I replied calmly. But I don't share. Not my heart. Not like that. She looked away. Her lips pressed into a line. I saw the wall go up, the one she used to keep feelings out when they got inconvenient. I don't know what hurt more, the betrayal or the realization that she had already mentally prepared herself for me to be just one option on a shelf. Like I was some reliable shirt she could wear when the others didn't fit. Is there someone already? I asked, my voice cracked. She hesitated. That hesitation told me everything before she even said the words. Yes, a knife in the gut would have felt more honest. Who? She wouldn't say, is it someone I know? She stood up instead of answering. I didn't want to hurt you, she said, arms folded, eyes avoiding mine again. But I also can't keep lying to myself. I chuckled, not because it was funny, but because the irony of her thinking she was the one lying to herself felt like a sick joke. You didn't lie to yourself. You lied to me. For months. She flinched. Good. I'm not mad that you discovered something about yourself, I added. I'm mad that you decided my only options were accept being second or leave. You're not second, she snapped, suddenly emotional. That's not what polyamory is. No, I replied, standing too. But it's what you made it. I wanted to throw something. Punch a wall, chatter the stupid ceramic cat she'd bought on our anniversary from some thrift store, and insisted. We keep because it was quirky. But I didn't. I just walked to the window and stared out at the quiet street, the same one we used to walk together at night. Fingers intertwined, talking about everything and nothing. She approached me, slowly, cautiously. I still want us, she whispered. But you don't have to leave. And I still want what we had, I said without turning around. But it doesn't exist anymore. That's the thing they don't tell you about love. Sometimes it dies quietly, not in a blaze of rage or cheating scandals. Sometimes it dies in a single sentence, uttered over cheap noodles without even raising its voice. That night I slept on the couch, not because she asked me to, but because her presence in the bedroom felt suffocating. I lay staring at the ceiling, playing every moment of our relationship like a movie, one I hadn't realized was already at its credits. The next morning, packed a bag. She sat at the kitchen counter, sipping coffee, eyes red but dry. "You're really going?" she asked. "I already did," I said, zipping the duffel shut. She didn't chase me, didn't plead, just sat there like she was already moving on. Maybe she was. Maybe she had someone lined up already, someone who fit her new version of love. As I stood at the door, hand on the knob, I turned one last time. "For what it's worth," I said softly, "I hope you find what you're looking for." She looked up, surprised. "I already did," she said. I nodded once. That was all I needed. It's been 6 months now. 6 long, messy, soul-searching months. At first, I hated her. Then I hated myself. Then I tried to numb the pain with distractions, new friends, long drives, gym sessions at 3 a.m., but eventually the ache dulled. Like a wound that stopped bleeding but left a scar so deep, I still feel it when it rains. Heard through a mutual friend that she's with someone else now, or maybe a few someones. I didn't ask for details. I'm dating again too. Slowly, carefully, but I still flinch when someone says we need to talk. And I still avoid restaurants with Chinese takeout. What I've learned is this: love is not one size fits. Neither is pain. She redefined love for herself, and that was her right. But I redefined peace for myself, and that meant walking away. Because sometimes choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's survival.